Take hands?
Yep, they're good.
Or bowl?
Both.
They already took hands.
Yeah, they did.
Alright. So what's that guy's name?
That,
Is that Kyle Haynes?
that would be Kyle Haynes, yes. Kyle has 23 pins of handicap versus John Brown 31, so 8 pins to John. This is a one-game match for $1,000.
I could use 1,000.
Most of us could use 1,000. I know 1,000 will work well for me right now. Spare for Kyle.
John Brown traveling 500 miles to come bowl.
Yes, John's from Troy, Montana, way up in the boonies.
Okay.
He said we're closer than the nearest bowling center for him.
Wow.
That's a lot of driving.
They can't be closer to the nearest.
The nearest tournament bowling center.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, so
John.
multitasking.
Yes, he's visiting family as well. John with a 10 pin on lane 2.
You can see that's pretty dedicated to drive all this way just for this.
Yes.
This is great.
Yes. I appreciate people like that.
Had he drove over to Butte where the other locale is for the ABT they have over in his area.
Yes.
500 and some miles.
That's correct. Yes.
But he could have got a pork chop sandwich. Very good. I've been there.
John just barely misses that 10 pin. Moving to lane 1.
Bob, there's a lot of tension in the room today.
Yes, there's a lot of tension in the room today.
Do you mind if I call you Bob?
Bob works. There's so much tension. The ghosts are out here today. You can see them here at Tigard Bowl.
Quite Halloweenish. Nice release. A little bit light.
And a 6 count.
I thought maybe we should pull the fans out and make the ghost wave around a little bit. And I think it would drive the lanes out a little too much.
I think it might. And also I think it would be quite distracting for most.
Which would make it quite a sport condition.
Yes, it would. It would definitely enhance the difficulties.
But then I'd probably get jacked in the parking lot after the tournament, so probably shouldn't.
That would not be good.
I have to work more.
John with the spare. And a bad break, leaving the 7 pin.
Columbia White Dot. He, of course, is sporting the motive tribal fire, just in case, or the original tribal, in case anybody's interested.
Good rotation. And a 7 pin.
Good power. And routine. Nice shot, Kyle.
John. And a strike on lane 1.
In case anybody was interested, that ball was sold and drilled here at Tigard Bowl Pro Shop.
I heard that driller here is pretty good.
There's a couple of them that are pretty good.
Is one of them in the gallery today?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
He doesn't like me to use his name on the air, but he's all right.
I heard his name rhymes with Mook. Last name Bone.
Mook Bone.
And a baby split for John on lane 2. Kyle has a bit of a lead.
My porn name.
Okay, evidently Mook does not want his name out there in the air, so he doesn't like to be using his alias. My first door.
John for the spare. And picks the baby split.
So Kyle's giving up 8.
Yes. It's an 8-pin difference for to John from Kyle. Kyle's out to a good lead to start. Oh my. And 6 count for John.
So Bob, if you don't mind me giving my Rams a plug today, they beat the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes, it was a thrilling game. Lots of trickeration in that game.
Quite the thriller at the last quarter. Was a phenomenal game played by the secondary of St. Louis. Very nice. Nothing personal to all those peeps out there that might be Seahawks fans.
There are many Seahawk fans in this area, yes.
I am from St. Louis, that's why I'm on my Rams.
You can root for your
nothing
Rams.
personal to the Northwest because I live here and love it, but you know, I still go home for my baseball and my football.
And John with the spare on lane 1. He's trying to draw back in this match.
Nice conversion, nice conversion. Good shot. Those can be very stressful.
Kyle winding up. And a double on lane 2.
I'd say a golf clap is in order.
At this point, yes, but let's see if he can get 3 in a row first.
Boom.
And there's a big
And
turkey.
another
And
golf
there's a
clap.
golf clap for Kyle Haynes.
Golf clap. Kyle Stone, you are amazing.
He's the lost Stone brother.
Hey, Ross.
John up in the 5th frame. Good stroke. And a soft 10-pin. Which, from what I understand, is a staple here at Tigard Bowl.
Well, yeah, if you Google how to pick up a 10-pin, there's 50,000 articles, and I'm sure every one of them hold a Tiger.
Okay, I'll make sure I look that up tonight.
Look that up and check it out. 50,000 articles. From what I understand, every single one of them stemmed from bowling at Tigard Bowl.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. And routine.
Good conversion for John.
I remember bowling at 20th years ago, and everybody said, "Oh, welcome to 20th" when they left the 10 pin. Now that I'm over here, it's welcome to Tigard when I leave the 10 pin.
They say the same thing at Firebird.
Yeah. I would imagine it happens at every bowling
I
team.
think it's one of those fill in the blank type of things. John up on the 6th frame.
I was actually considering making a T-shirt with just the 10 pin up and saying "Welcome to Tigard Bowl."
That might be a big seller.
I think I could sell one.
John
Not
leads
at a profit.
3-6.
I'd actually be into it for the love of the game.
John going for the spare on lane 1. And a good spare. Still trailing a little bit though as Kyle's working on 3 in a row here.
How come I feel like Andy's going to edit the soundtrack on this video?
I think the music is blaring just fine. Kyle winds up. And a wrap 10 pin. Now he grabs his Oregon Ducks plastic ball. Oregon had a big win yesterday.
I believe he's channeling his inner duck.
Yes. Spare conversion. Kyle currently leads by 39 pins and going to the 7th frame. Not over yet though. And a big strike.
Huge. You know, Andy, this one time at band camp, never mind. That's for another
Yeah,
time.
I don't think we need to. This is a family show.
Is it?
I thought so.
Oh.
I guess it depends on the person who uses the movie.
And yeah, depends on who wins whether it will be bad.
Yeah.
I meant no disrespect for the team.
And John with a 7 count going light on lane 2. 2, 4, 5 spare. Hasn't quite had the ball reaction we had the last few games.
I believe there's a little bit of carry down from the event today.
Yes. Goes right at it and converts the spare.
It's easy to armchair quarterback and say, hey, I'm going to move over 5 yards, but unfortunately, it's easier to watch than to do.
Yes.
So I can hide the bottom.
Both John and Kyle are going for their first ever ABT titles. Let's see who wins it. And again, just coming up light. Not quite getting there. Kyle stretching the lead out.
He's a dead aim on those.
Yes, he has been sharp ever since that split in the 3rd frame.
Right on the money on those spares,
That's right.
If I carried you this far, I'm going to have to bend me.
Kyle wings it and gets a big carry. Kyle now up 43 pins, 9th frame. And low tap on the 10 pin.
Maybe we're not at Tigard Bowl anymore. I don't know.
We might have shifted venues.
Toto? I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
That's right. John gonna come up here and just try to finish things up.
Can you imagine if he would have been throwing a Beaver's ball? That thing would have. Yeah.
I would have been so many times.
I mean, that's respectful. If he did, it would have been a double over.
There's a good roll by John. A little high for a 4 pin.
You're after the game. I'm from Haynes.
match is, for all intents and purposes, over. Kyle Haynes will win $1,000 and his first ABT title. He will also qualify for the ABT Tournament of Champions to be held at Bailey's Tigard Bowl in December. And a spare there for John again. He had a great game, just can't quite get all of them down that first ball.
Is that it? Tigard Bowl? Or is that Battleground? This year? People were over there yesterday. I think Don Allen posted it. Looked really nice.
And a strike for John in the 10th frame. Way to go, John. You made it there.
You're not going empty, that's for sure.
As we met, we must also mention that Tigard Bowl, where we are sitting now, has
Is that in Battleground as well?
I believe that's in Tigard last time I checked.
Tigard, Oregon.
Yes, Tigard, Oregon is agreed to host 4 ABT tournaments next year, including our grand finals in December. And we appreciate Mark and his staff for doing that.
Thank you, sir. It's always a lot of fun.
John up in the second ball in the 10th, and a 10 pin.
10 pin for this.
Well, we love hosting. I can honestly say today we've had one ball call that was stuck in front of the curtain, no ball damage, and reset 2 pins. Pretty good for a day of ball.
And a spare for John to finish out.
Ended up playing
196 with his handicap. Kyle's going to come up here and
Nice
finish
ball,
this
John.
out. Sauce. And a 10 pin. Ended his streak at 3 in a row. Finish up here.
Kyle's been bowling good all day.
Yes, he has. He bowled very well this morning. Winds up at the 10 pin. And quack, quack, he gets the spare.
Did I mention he's throwing a motive ball?
Yes, you did. He was mentioned throwing the motive tribal.
Tribal.
Drilled by some guy named Mark Pearl,
Yeah, Mark Pearl
I believe.
did that one.
Owns the center here at Tigard Bowl. Final shot. 8 count for a 258 to 196 victory over John Brown.
35 scratch, baby.
Yeah, you do.
What I'm talking about.